And here's the first look at this upcoming Sunday with Derek Williams, the pulpit minister of the Bartlett Woods Church of Christ.
In 1988, in the country of Armenia, Samuel and Danielle sent their son Armand off to school for the day. Before he left, Samuel told his son Armand, "Son, always remember, I'll be there for you." He kissed his son, and the little boy headed off to school. In a couple of hours, a devastating earthquake hit that region. The radio said that there were thousands of casualties. Immediately, Samuel and Danielle went to Armand's school, only to discover that it was now a pile of debris. Samuel began immediately to dig through the rubble. One of the parents said, "What are you doing?" Samuel replied, "I'm digging for my son." The parents said, "But you're going to make things worse. The building is completely unstable." Samuel replied, "Won't you help me now?" And he continued to dig. One by one, all the other parents began to leave through the hours, and yet Samuel continued to dig. In fact, he dug all night long. The next morning, a rescue worker approached him and said, "Sir, it's hopeless. You should stop." Samuel just simply turned to him and said, "Won't you help me now?" And he continued to dig. Later that day, the parents began to return with pictures and flowers to be placed as a memorial for their children. Samuel continued to dig. Later that afternoon, he finally heard a muffled voice. He cried out, "Armand, is that you?" Deep within inside the rubble, he said, "Papa, it is me." Samuel began to furiously dig. Shortly thereafter, he moved a beam and finally made a space big enough for Armand to emerge. He said, "Son, come out." He said, "No, Dad, I'm going to let the other children come first." One by one, they emerged. Finally, when Armand saw his dad, he hugged him and said, "Dad, I told the other children, don't worry. My father said he would come, and you did." 14 children were saved that day because of one faithful father. Why don't you come this Sunday and learn more about seeing faithful fathers?
Build your kingdom.